Today I'm going to show you how to analyze a series circuit. So we have a series circuit drawn here on the board. We have three resistance. Resistance 1 is represented by R1, R2 second resistance, and R3 third resistance. So the values we are given here is the voltage in the circuit is 120. We're not given the total current in the circuit, neither were we given the total resistance in the circuit, but we were given the resistance for each branch of the circuit. So R1 we have 20 ohms, R2 we have 30 ohms, and R3 we have 50 ohms. So we want to find out what is the current in the circuit, and for a series circuit the current is the same through all the branch. Okay, so how do we find the current and the total resistance? And also we're going to find the volt drop across each resistance. So first of all, to find the current, we need to find the total resistance. So RT, which is R total, is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So R total would equal to R1, which is 20 ohms, plus R2, which is 30 ohms, plus R3, which is 50 ohms. So our total would be 20 plus 30 plus 50 equal 100 ohms. So now we know the total resistance in the circuit. We know that the total is 100 ohms. And if we have the voltage through the circuit and the total resistance through the circuit, we can get the current going through the circuit. So remember my formula here in a previous video: V equal I multiplied by R, I equal V divided by R, and R equal V divided by I. So we're going to use the form. So we have V and we have R, so we need I. So I equal V divided by R. So I'm going to use my calculator here, and I'm going to divide. So 120 divided by 100 equal 1.2 amp. So my current will be 1.2 amps going through all my resistance. So here I'm gonna say 1.2 amp, here 1.2 amp, and here 1.2 amp, because as I said, my current is constant through all my resistance in a series circuit. So now I have current and resistance in each circuit, so now I can find my voltage. So for resistance 1 it's 1.2 multiplied by 20 equal 24 volt. So I have 24 volt across this resistance. And for resistance 2 I have 1.2 amp multiplied by 30, and that is equal to, I put in a wrong number here, I have 1.2 multiplied by 30, and that gives me 36 volt. So this is 36 volt. And then for R3 I have 50. Let me just clear this. I have 50 multiplied by 1.2, and I have 60. So my volt drop across each circuit will be, for R1, resistance 1, we have 24 volt. For R2, we have 36 volt. And for R3, we have 60 volt. So if you add 24 volt, that's the volt drop you're getting across resistance 1, with 36 volt, which is the resistance of the volt drop you're getting across resistance 2, and 60, which is the volt drop you're getting across resistance 3, you should get 120. Right? So if you add all these volt drop, you will get 120. The current is constant, so it's 1.2 amps across each resistor, and the resistance total here is 20 ohms plus 30 ohms plus 50 ohms, and that will give you 100 ohms. And that is how you analyze a series circuit. See you in the next video.